I hope the lighting isn't fucking crazy. I don't know. Are there weird shadows? Oh yeah, there's like a fucking shadow behind me. Alright, so I wanted to show you some of the cool shit I recently got. Not a lot. I want to start off with Blackcraft. This literally just says the Blackcraft cult, like the illegible heavy metal logo font. And then it also says, no gods, no masters, believe in yourself. I like that it was like a dark charcoal with the purple. Oh, this one's nice and long. Like I can wear this with leggings because it kind of like covers my ass. Oh, this looks dope as fuck. Yeah, it's like not too baggy. It's fucking perfect. I love it. Maybe I'll just keep this on for the rest of the video. And then I have this in a shirt, but I got it in a zip up hoodie. Fuck my life. Why can't I do this right? Yeah. Lucy per Blackcraft. I love that there's an upside down cross on the cat's forehead. And the front just says Blackcraft cult. Let me try it on. I didn't even try any of this shit on.
I usually get a medium because this was under men's, I think. So usually men's medium fits me fine versus a small. Oh yeah, this fits. Because I think one time I got a small and a medium zip up and it was like too tight, like down here.
But yeah, this medium fits perfect. Holy shit, that looks so cool. And then Blackcraft also sent me a cute little fucking freebie. Shut the fuck up. Take that fucking thing off. I saw this on their website, the keychains, and I thought they were really cool with the bat. They're like the bat wing, and then it just says BCC, Blackcraft Cult. I love it. I wonder if they threw in the purple because of the purple shirt. If anyone else is a big Blackcraft fan, they have a store in Salem, like the clothing store, and then next to it, a fucking coffee shop. Like, I gotta get my ass to fucking Salem. So then I bought some shit off Amazon. Just a bag of these clips, because when I curl my hair, people say like after you curl it, like hold the curl and like recurl it and then like put a clamp in it so it can like cool. So I got some of those clips, ow, to hold the fucking curl when I curl my hair. Because I have really straight hair, so I have to put like either a lot of hairspray or like that max hold hairspray to keep the curl. Because if I don't, because my hair's so straight, just the curls like die off after a while. And then recently I've been getting a massage, which really helps with my neck and shoulder pain. And the girl I've been seeing does cupping, but she uses like a silicone cup, not like a glass cup. So I thought I would buy
some of my own silicone cups because she's like booked in like months, like at least like a month and a half in advance. So I can't see her every week or every other week. Like I literally see her once a month. So I thought I would get like a few of these cups for like
certain spots in my back where like it really hurts, like that pinch nerve, like the kind of pain like you just want to lay down and pass out and fucking die kind of pain. So I got like some cups for when I'm like hurting a lot. Okay, so that was from Amazon, and then also from Amazon I got the Dance Gavin Dance Artificial Selection CD. I'm really into Dance Gavin Dance right now.
I got a few more albums from there. I've always liked Dance Gavin Dance. I mostly listened to their singles with Tillian when he was back in the band, and it wasn't until recently when I was listening to like the main singles with Tillian.
So I bought Pantheon. I'm obsessed with that fucking album, and I've always liked a few songs off of Happiness, but it wasn't until recently where I just decided to buy the whole fucking album. I mean, listen to the whole fucking album on Apple Music or whatever the fuck. So I bought Happiness and Afterburn. And the self-titled album, Dance Gavin Dance, and I think Mothership on Amazon, those are going for like $300 fucking dollars. Like, what the motherfuck? Well, at least I got some of the albums. And then recently, Dance Gavin Dance came out with Tree Sessions 3, and then I'm happy that they did a third one with the newer singer Andrew, because obviously the last two live versions were with the previous singer, so I'm happy to hear Andrew's voice. And then also off their album I got Jackpot Juicer. I think this was the last album Tillian was on, right? The Dance Gavin Dance history and lore is like, it goes way back, it goes crazy. Sorry if I don't know all the little fucking details and shit. So then I also recently went to the zoo with my friend Braden. I got this fucking lion. It was the zoo up in Attleboro, and it was really small. Like the lion enclosure was like It was like kind of sad and depressing because it was like just like a circle of grass and like some fucking fake ass rocks. But it was so small, like I felt bad for the lion. And then the main rock it was like laying on, it was like literally looked sad and depressed. It was just like, so I felt so bad. It was such a tiny zoo. But I got this little lion. I was thinking about doing a separate YouTube video for this, but I feel like it's pretty self-explanatory. I don't know. So I was supposed to do this project with my ex-boyfriend. So he bought this plexiglass and we knew we had to like cut it anyways to fit the printer press drawer. And I was thinking about making a wooden door for it, like a shadow box, so I can like open it and stuff. But I just decided to cut it on my own and it stands perfectly fine. You know what I mean? Like I don't need any hinges, I don't need to like do anything to it. If I think it's gonna like fall, you know what I might do? Or it might be a good suggestion for other people if they're gonna do this. I don't even know what the fuck, like posters that you put on the wall, like that gummy shit. Like that fucking, that shit. Like you could always put like a little bit on the corners to help like stick it together, but for the most part, because I have it leaned up against at an angle, like I don't have to worry about this like falling over or anything. And plus it also helps if you put like maybe like another heavy crystal or like something up against the plexiglass near the bottom so it doesn't like fall over, if that makes sense. And so then cutting that was like a pain in the ass. I had to like look on the website, like not on the website, I had to look on fucking YouTube and see how other people cut it. And so this one guy took like a razor and he was just like cutting it for a while and that worked. I had to cut it one way and then flip it over and cut it the other way, and then he literally just snapped it, but I had to take clampers, those fucking clamper things that you put at the tables for like putting shit together. Fuck my life, I'll just put a picture. That helped like snap the plastic back, and then because I had to go over it, with fucking sandpaper shit at the very edges so it wasn't like super sharp. So holy fuck, it worked. So my ex told me he got it at Lowe's, so I'm like, this motherfucker. I'm going to fucking Lowe's and getting a motherfucking another one because I have another printer press dress drawer fucking thing over here too that I want to put my crystals in, because all my crystals were like in like just containers, like put away. Alright, so I bought this plexiglass. So about this plexiglass, it was, I want to say a 32 by like a 44. So it was fucking huge. So I had him cut it down to a 16 by 32. Like the 32 is fine. I just needed this at 16 inches. So I still have another like half of a plexiglass I can use if I get another printer press. So that's cool. And I don't know if I should go over it with sandpaper at the very edge, but you can see where it's like chippy or like kind of like shitty looking. But I'm not like a crazy perfectionist, so it's fine for now. But if you were thinking about doing this, you could always go over it with a little bit of sandpaper to smooth it out. And then I just put it on top of my printer press drawer, and it's pretty thick enough where I feel like I can put like other crystals and just like lightweight stuff, nothing like too fucking heavy. So because I don't want it to fucking break. But other than that, it's like a perfect little side table for all my crystals. So now I want to show you some of the cool crystals I recently got from my friend Sherry Lynn that I work with. All right. So my friend Sherry Lynn, I can't remember if she said her sister or her daughter, somebody gave her these crystals. And I guess Sherry Lynn isn't into crystals like that, like displaying them. So she's like, let me just give them to Bella. This is a lepidolite. A piece of obsidian. This cute little cube of rose quartz. And then I got this cool little ruby. Actually, not little. This is actually a pretty decent size for a ruby. And you can see this is some of the matrix, this black rock. Matrix being like the host rock where this grew from. So that's very interesting seeing how this must have grown. And then a quartz with tourmaline inclusions. And then she went to a crystal store and got me a nice amethyst. And those black pieces, I believe, are either hematite or a geotite, geolithite. I'll put in the fucking name. It's geo some bullshit. And then I got this really big piece of desert rose. I have a smaller desert rose, but this one is really cool because you can see like all these other little inclusions. I don't know if that is quartz. I'm gonna have to look into more about desert rose, but that is so cool. Because I went over to my mom's house because I knew I had even more crystals there put away. I got some more of like those little specimen crystals and tumbles I'm gonna add to my printer press. So here are all the other little tumbles and crystals I had at my mom's place. Literally just all wrapped up. Because I didn't really have anywhere to display them. But here are the rest of my children. So this one is one of the very first crystals I got in from my aunt, and my dumbass broke it. I was probably like, oh my god, I was so young when this happened. She still brings it up to this day. I still have that little piece. It's somewhere in there. And then here's that desert rose my friend got me. Here's that little one I was talking about. And here's that ruby. And here's another little ruby I have. Here are some moonstones, all nice and labeled. Here is, I believe this is a moonstone or a labradorite just because of the flash on it. Oh yeah, you can really see the blue flash on that. There you go, right? Oh, there you go. Holy shit, that looks so cool. And here are some quartz. This is actually a piece of sea glass I found on the beach. How cool is that? It's part of a chandelier. Here are some more little, whenever I buy from Etsy, the little Etsy stores like to throw in freebies. So these are where like a majority of these are from. And cute little starfish. This piece was actually found in my aunt's yard. How crazy is that? Look how crystal clear that is. And this is not the first piece of crystal found in her yard. Kind of like more so in the dirt, because if my uncle's like digging in the yard, not looking for rocks, like he's either extending the driveway or he's just like fixing stuff around the house and he has to like move dirt. So this was one of them. Like how perfect crystal clear like that top is. Like a majority of quartz you find like outside in your home, or more so like this, or they're like more dirty, or they're not like crystal clear. What else did he find in his yard? He found this piece. Let me take it out. So yeah, he found this little quartz piece, and then he found this. I don't know if this is just a a moonstone, because at certain angles it does have that flash, but I don't know if this was just like a random rock that like somebody tumbled. And then this is definitely a fluorite. Like he found this in his fucking yard. So I don't know if like a little kid that like used to live there or something like lost his crystals there. I don't know, because that's like not natural, obviously. Like these being tumbled is not natural. So here is the final setup. So I'll just quickly go over all the different types of crystals in here. So we have rhodochrosite. Oh my god, I hope the lighting isn't shitty. Rhodochrosite. These are dyed quartz. Alright, so I moved the lighting, so hopefully it looks a little better. Dyed quartz, pink calcite, a pink/red garnet, red aventurine. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that. Strawberry quartz, polish, and he has a raw. This is rhodonite, thulite, atlantisite, which is stitchite and serpentine. The stitchite is like the purple part, and the serpentine is the green. Some rose quartz. This can be listed either as pink or purple, but it's a pink or slash purple tourmaline. Purpurite. This is not a polish. This is like an epoxy or something. So that's why it looks so dark. But purpurite, it has a really nice flash to it. Just the coating on this makes it look black. Phantom red, I can't even pronounce that, but the coca noxtin, or whatever the fuck that word is, it's that red stuff in there. Chiraite, a phantom citrine, which is just amethyst with citrine in it. And then some more phantom, and then this type of ametrine. Then we have fluorite, polished, some raw. On Etsy, this is what this was called, a raw violet flame opal. I'm not 100% sure. A raw piece of purpurite. Here are some moonstones. This is specifically a green silver moonstone. This is just a moonstone. A white moonstone, rainbow moonstone, because it has that rainbow flash to it. Some quartz. I gotta look up to see what this one is. All of my quartz. These are all lepidolite, polished lepidolite. These are mica lepidolite. Like they're more like flaky. These are all amethyst, ruby and garnet, Veracruz amethyst, jade question mark. I don't know if that's actual jade because it was like $10 or like $12 on Amazon. It was part of a bracelet. Another crystal I'm not even gonna try to pronounce. A Pichi tier, jet jasper garnet, which is more dark red than black. Snowflake obsidian, a normal obsidian. Those are just quartz that I have found in my yard. Oh my god, this fucking lighting. These are all tourmaline. I love having both versions of raw and polish because they look very different versus raw and polished. Like for example, onyx, look how gray that is versus once it's been polished. Silver sheen obsidian, which is if you move it around in the light, you get a little bit of that silver sheen. There you go. A quartz selenite, A2 azurite, howlite, and a little desert rose. Oh, these are opal chips. Little geodes. I found this on the beach. It does look very similar to this peach moonstone. But there's that. Smoky quartz, a nice raw piece, and two tumbled with a quartz, and then yellow jasper. I'm guessing this is a yellow jasper. I'm not sure. Come on, focus. Bitch, come on, focus. And then a little bead, which is just a tiger's eye, which went to this bracelet. I just had an extra one. All right, so that's this one. I'm gonna move on and show you this one next. So let's go over what's in this drawer or shelf, whatever the fuck it's called. I need to look up what these are. I had the piece of paper, but I will insert what those are. I'm a fucking idiot. I can't remember off the top of my head. Green leaf jasper, my sodalites. These are really cool because they have, well, they're polished here, and then on the back they're raw, which I love seeing that. The difference between raw, you can see how it looks blue, it has that blue hue, but it looks more like blackish gray until it's been polished. You can really see the blue in it. And for this too. I just love seeing the difference between raw and polished. Angelite, lapis lazuli, and opalite, which is a man-made glass. This is a raw labradorite. You can really see that flash. I also have a polished labradorite. This look how good that flash is. You gotta get it, there you go. You gotta get it at that fucking angle. Very beautiful. Oh my god, I gotta look up what this is. But my cousin got me this cat. I think it's just like maybe white onyx. Gotta look that up. Caribbean calcite. I believe these are Caribbean calcite just because they're very similar to this tower. These raw pieces, they're either Caribbean calcite or Amazonite, just because some of them have the same texture or the same like markings as this one. Here's a raw piece of Amazonite, polished Amazonite, kyanite, a kiwi jasper, some raw pieces of emerald. These are my green adventurines, calcite. Oh my god, I gotta look up what that is, but that is a really cool little specimen. Ruby and zoisite. Here's a nice little cabochon polished version and a raw version. This one was a freebie from one of the Etsy orders I've gotten. This is a carnelian atlas jasper. This one's a mookaite jasper, just a red glass mushroom. It's either gonna be quartz or agate, but it's dyed. Still is pretty though. I gotta look up what this is. It's either just a serpentine or a lemon serpentine. I gotta look it up, but I do remember doing research on that. This is a little axolotl. Sunstone, and then the dark spots in there is iolite, so it's technically a iolite sunstone. Bumblebee jasper. These are like all the random ones. I don't know what the fuck they are. My rubies, these are all dyed quartz or agate. I'm guessing it's agate just because of the banding. There's more banding in agate versus quartz, so they're still pretty though. Aquamarine, which is a type A barrel. I think that's pretty much it. Then these are the little pieces I thought were going to be able to sit flush. This is a pink amethyst. This is just amethyst. Lepidolite. Amethyst that my friend Sherry Lynn got me. Satellite piece. This is a bigger version of the ruby and fuchsite. Kyanite. I don't look that up. There's a difference between the fuchsite and kyanite, I believe. I believe this is called a zebra stone or zebra onyx. Just a cool quartz. That little tourmaline. This is a quartz gouache. I use it when I get headaches mostly. A nice big piece of amethyst. Another piece of amethyst with some quartz. I don't know why this is not focusing. This is just a nice quartz cluster. And in here, I don't know. The lady that sold me it was, I think she said lepidolite, but it looks more like what is this called? Flower agate. But flower agate, because it's an agate, it has those bands. So I don't know what this is. Maybe pink tourmaline, I don't know, but it is really pretty. And then this, it's either jadeite or nephrite jade. I'm not 100% sure. My friend Sherry Lynn got me this. I hope it's not real, because nephrite is very expensive and she does not need to buy me expensive things like that. This one is I'm gonna sound so stupid. It's not a Herkimer diamond, but it's something where you can find where Herkimer diamonds grow. Like there is a mine in New York, because I don't think there's Herkimer diamond in there, but you can find it like in this host rock or whatever. I'm gonna have to look that up. Snowflake obsidian skull, a lepidolite pyramid, a cat, I don't know if that's onyx or tourmaline, amethyst skull, and an amethyst point.